Welcome to the show. I'm excited today to catch up with my old friend, Ultimate Fighter Season 3 winner, UFC vet, obviously, Bellator vet, bare knuckle. You even delved in, you went to the bare knuckle arena. Kendall Grove, good to see you.
Good. How you doing? How you doing? Yes, jack of all trades, master of none.
I wouldn't say that. You're a champion. You're an Ultimate Fighter winner.
We did good. I did good. I'm not bitching. I'm not complaining, but yeah.
Listen,
definitely enjoyed the ride. Got to meet guys like you and other legends. I think I got into it at the right time.
Hey, I always like having. Now I'm really considered old school. I'm older than you, but we're considered old school. I love getting you guys on because I want to give you guys your flowers. I want people, because right now there's going to be people after this throwing your name into Fight Pass and going, "Oh, this lanky Hawaiian guy with the elbows and the fucking." I mean,
the foot stomps.
You're going to get a lot of new fans watching a lot of your old battles. So I like that. I like, and I like catching up with guys I know. Where were we when we were hanging out?
Philadelphia.
Also Australia.
Australia too, but Philadelphia, you hit me up.
We hung out.
I fought that night. I didn't go my way, but I fought Ricardo Almeida.
Oh shit! That night. Yeah. Oh my goodness! I forgot you fought one of my best friends.
Yeah. Fought him.
Oh my God.
War. And then
like,
after the fight, you came to see me at my room.
Oh yeah, me and you like that.
Gave me some love, so that was big time for me.
I think we always mellowed out the same way. We always bullshitted, even over in Australia.
Yeah.
I find you. I go, "Where's my buddy?"
Australia was fun. Got to see you. It's been a while since this.
There's a picture of us when we were both flexing by that bridge, and I think I'm doing this, and it's when I was like probably 50 pounds heavier. I was a little meatball, but and you're above me doing that, and you're resting your arm on my head, which was fine, But I remember when Ricardo fought you, and he was like, man, he was big. He just was like, yo. That was a hard time. You know what I mean? But I want to go back. I want to take it back even further, dude.
Okay.
To a little boy in Hawaii. Wait, you grew up where on the islands? Where were you on the island?
I grew up on Maui.
Maui.
That's the second largest island. But I grew up on Maui. Played football. Try to follow in my brother's footsteps. He played football. He played for University of Utah.
Oh, really?
Had pro aspirations. Would look good, but he just had played with injuries. So he went the coaching route. He's still a coach to this day. So I continued to play football in high school, and then I wrestled too. That was and then once I started wrestling, I just football came on the back burner. I was always skinny, and I was just skinny, tall and skinny, but I had no size to me. But once I started wrestling, wrestling doesn't matter. It's just heart and fucking, who wants it more? And that kind of gave me, a little dream of maybe I can do this in college. Maybe I can pursue this, and then figured out I was dumb as dirt. So I knew I wasn't going to go to college. And just so happened, I started watching you guys. I think one of the first recent UFCs I seen at the time was UFC Japan, where Conan Saveria got armbarred by Sakuraba.
Yeah.
And then after that, I was just like, I kind of want to do this. And after high school, I didn't go to college, and I just started training jiu-jitsu. And one thing led to another. I started fighting. But I moved to Vegas first, though.
You did move.
I moved to Vegas, and then
when did you move?
I linked up with John Lewis and Mark Lehman at JSEC Jiu-Jitsu. Yeah. And I started training there, and then on top of that, of all people, Phil Baroni got me into fighting.
Phil Baroni.
Yeah.
We're gonna.
A lot of people don't know that. It's crazy because when I first started, I moved to Vegas. I wanted to fight. Uh, just so happened I ran into this guy, Apollo Sebastian. He ran the Muay Thai program for JSEC, John Lewis. And, John Lewis was buddies with everybody, Lorenzo, Dana. And so I met BJ Penn for the first time at JSEC. But anyways,
Really?
I was at JSEC training, and then about 9 months into it, Phil was training there, and he was a prick. Obviously, and nobody wanted to train with him. And then Layman was like, "Hey, Kendall, Phil's fighting Matt Linland. You mind training with him?" And me, being the kid that I was like, "Hell yeah, UFC fighter! I'll train with him. I'm the man. I'm cool.
Yeah.
I'll fuck it. I'm down to help whoever." And then no shit, that first time I think he concussed me. He was going hard, but after a week, I was the only guy showing up to help him spar. And then, like, he used to never give me a time of day. Like, he used to just, he just never gave two shits about nobody. And then one day towards the end of the camp, he was like, "Hey, bro, you fight?" I'm like, "Nah." He's like, "Bro, you should start fighting, bro. You got potential." And then from that point on, he was always cool. He helped me out. He tried to get me fights. He's cornered me a few times. And and it's just crazy how that shit turned out.
Yeah, no, he's not doing too great.
No,
You heard about what happened with him?
Yeah, he's pretty much dead, dude.
Yeah, he's in a Mexican prison.
Yeah, he killed. Yeah, I know.
Allegedly killing.
No. But how's this, Matt?
Tell me.
And then on top of that, in that period, after like a year after that, I started fighting. When I moved back home, started fighting. Right there, I moved back to Vegas to really get into it. My mom kind of gave me her car and said, "Go pursue your dream." So I moved back to Vegas. As soon as I moved back to Vegas, he's there, and guess who's part of the team now? War Machine.
Dude, I'll tell you right now, the company you
me,
were keeping.
Phil and War Machine.
Well, you know what? There's a big difference between you and those guys.
Yeah, no, 100%.
I mean, that's why Waters always seeks its own level. So see. I'm so happy. I'm going to get into what you're doing now because I love seeing your instant. Yeah. I think we have very similar lives as far as jiu-jitsu.
Family, bro. Family, jiu-jitsu, bro. Jiu-jitsu literally saved my life. Jiu-jitsu gave me a career. Jiu-jitsu is why I'm successful.
You and me both, dude. Thank God. And thank God they made fighting a sport, or I think we'd both be screwed.
Right?
All right. Hey, back to when you were doing football and then you went into the wrestling. It's a different feeling when your team wins than when you win. Don't you feel? Like with wrestling, that one-on-one 100%. Aspect.
That's why after getting that taste of wrestling, listen, I started my sophomore year and I literally lost every fucking match I did my sophomore year, with the exception of maybe one. And I'm being generous with myself by giving me one. You know what I mean? And I was 5'10", 119 pounds my sophomore year.
Yeah.
Wrestling stud Asian kids that was jacked and just smashing me. But I loved it. Like, I didn't love getting smashed, but I loved the fact that I was getting challenged and I had people around me. I had teammates around me that wrestled their whole lives telling me, "Bro, Kendall, once you hit that where you understand what you're doing and you can go accomplish it on someone, that's when you're going to figure it out." And then not until towards the ending of my first year wrestling, my sophomore year, I understood it. And then my junior year, I came out guns blazing. I had like a 60-40 kind of record, and then my senior year I ended up placing states.
Dude, that's what I'm talking about. It's that one-on-one aspect that really, captured you. Like, it really, is that what really drove you? Then when you saw the fighting, you're like, were you a scrappy kid? Were you fighting on the street? In Hawaii, you guys are known to scrap.
After high school, yeah, we kind of got into it. That's kind of like the bar scenes out here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you go, you see guys get filled with liquid courage, and then
Yeah.
you have a problem from second grade, and then there he is, and then you go at it.
Yeah.
But I never really looked for it, but I always kind of would oblige to end it because at this time I was living here on Maui. I wasn't living in Vegas yet. My freshman year of high school, I did jiu-jitsu for 1 year with Homolo. I forget his last name, but he's the Hickson Gracie black belt. He was out here in Maui. I seen him on you with that in that documentary, Henzo's documentary. He was there at the Blaisdell when Henzo fought BJ. But Homolo, that was my first jiu-jitsu instructor on Maui. And
Nice.
at the time it was like $120, and this is like 97, and my mom couldn't afford it after a year. So that's how my friend got me into wrestling. My friend was like, who played football with me, was like, bro, you do jiu-jitsu. Wrestling is almost the same thing, but it's a little bit harder, more physical. And so I did it, loved it, lost every fucking match my sophomore year. Got bit by that bug, that competition bug of like, I think I just kind of wanted to prove people wrong.
Yeah.
You know, like learning technique, no matter how big or small you are. And I was always skinny and small, and people used to never give me the time of day. Look, when I was on The Ultimate Fighter, no one gave me a chance to win. It was either Ed Herman or Caleb Starnes. And
Love it.
not until the halfway through the season when people see my work ethic and like, oh, he's actually listening to Tito. He's kind of taking in everything and he's kind of getting better. And then they started giving me a shot. And then I called out the best guys on the show because I was like,
yeah,
if I lose to you, I don't belong. If I win, then I know I belong. So that kind of helped me. You know,
yeah, 100%, man. No, you on the show, you were that guy people were rooting for. You're a likable guy,
yeah,
fun-loving guy.
No, yeah.
But how did you? So you moved to Vegas with dreams of being a fighter?
Yeah.
So then,
I moved to Vegas. I moved to Vegas the first time. One of my friends who got me into wrestling, he was going to Vegas to go to UNLV. So he was like, hey, you want to move with me? Because he needed help with rent. And he knew I wasn't going to college. But I was like, fuck it, I'm 20. Yeah. I'll come out there. You know, I ain't got shit to do. I'll get a job landscaping, which I got landscaping as soon as I got there. And my friend ended up getting a job at 24 Hour Fitness, and that's where he met Apollo Sebastian. And then my friend was like, oh, this guy Apollo said there's a lot of guys from Hawaii at this gym. And me feeling all homesick, like I don't know nobody in Vegas. I just show up to the gym, and then boom, I meet this kid named Sonny Nohara, who's a black belt right now too. And then we just started getting into it. I joined Apollo's class. And then 2 weeks later, I joined the jiu-jitsu class. And then a month later, I did Grappler's Quest in Vegas. I came in first place.
Fuck yeah.
And then, I came in first place. And then the fucking rest is history. I was trying to quit my job from that point on and just trying to do it full time. And I started living a dream. I just was living from couch to couch, wherever I could be, raise enough money. And then not until I started doing good, like really showing that I was serious, that my dad kind of started sponsoring my rent and my paying my cell phone bill. And then he did that for about 2 years. Then I got into the UFC.
Oh, now when you got into the Ultimate Fighter, they saw you had what kind of record did you have?
Oh shit! When I got onto the Ultimate Fighter, I was like 14-3 or 14-4. It wasn't a great record, but I lost to good guys like Joe Riggs.
Yeah.
I lost to Joe Riggs, Hector Ramirez. That was King of the Cage, and I was supposed to fight Brian Pardo. So the whole camp, I was getting ready for a wrestler, and this was at 205.
Switcheroo.
I was just trying to I was just fighting to get my name out there.
Yeah.
And then, and this is a good Phil Baroni story. And so I fight at State Line in Vegas, King of the Cage, Sin City. I fight Hector Ramirez. It was a 3-day notice. Brian Pardo never cleared the commission, so they switched it from a ground fighter to a stand-up fighter. So, long story short, we get to the fight. I fight. Phil Baroni's in my corner. I fight. We get to the ground. I'm working my guard, but since I was fighting Brian, I stand up right away.
Yeah.
And just naturally stand up. And I'm like, fuck, all right. So we start banging again, and then we both threw left hooks. His hit me first. I went down like a tree in the forest, and then I was out. I don't remember shit. And then next thing I remember is I waking up and Phil is almost fighting the paramedics because the paramedics wanted to put me on a stretcher and take me out.
And why did he didn't like that?
But then I woke up because Phil was like, he's fine, he's just out. And then as soon as I woke up, and he's like, see there, he's fine. So like I was fine, but he saved me the embarrassment of getting stretchered out of a ring.
All right.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Huh?
Yeah. Listen. Oh fuck yeah. Actually, I do know what you mean. But that's maybe the last thing he ever did. That's good. I don't know. That fucking guy.
No, yeah. Well, that's just one of my good Phil Baroni stories. I got a couple of dumb other ones, but I'll save that for another time.
So, all right. So then you get the call for this reality show, and you know what it is by now, The Ultimate Fighter. Did you get the call?
Yeah. Well, so okay, this is the thing with The Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah.
Mark Lehman was a jiu-jitsu coach.
Boo.
Right?
I'm joking.
Boo. So the first 2 seasons, he was the jiu-jitsu coach on the show.
Yeah.
So the second season, he got Joe Stevenson on, who he was our teammate at Cobra Kai.
Okay, yeah.
So Lehman gets Joe Daddy on, and then at that time, I was Joe Daddy's roommate. I moved in with Joe Daddy, and it was me, him, his wife at the time, Maya, and she was pregnant with their first son together, Frankie.
I think he has more kids than both of us.
He went on the show. She was pregnant, and then I kind of like I didn't take care of her, but like when she needed to go to a couple of appointments, I drove her and whatnot. So I being a good roommate.
Yeah.
And then right after the show, as soon as I seen him, he hugged me and he's like, "Bro, they're doing middleweight. If you want to get on, I can put in a good word for you." Ooh. And then I was like, "Fuck yeah, I want to get on. Hell yeah." I see everybody else eating. I think I can. I think I'm at that level. Let's go. So then right there, he makes a couple calls, and he knew the producers at the time. I think it was a girl named Andrea. Am I saying it right?
Yeah, it is Andrea actually. Short redhead.
Okay, so yeah, I remember her. So she was real nice. She came to film Joel for the ending of the seasons. So I was helping him train in those video montages like leading up to the fight. And Joel introduced me to her, and he's like, "Oh, this is the middleweight I was telling you about." And she looked at me and she said, "Oh, you got a good look, personality." I gave her my record. I kind of told her, and she's like, "Okay, like you're at the top of my list because Joel recommend you. We like take previous, and plus he was in the finals, so
yeah,
his word had weight. You know what I mean?" So, long story short, I became an alternate. I wasn't on the show yet. I was just an alternate.
Get out of here.
So, yeah. So I wasn't a main character yet. There was another guy on. I forget the guy's name, but he was some dude out of California, but he was decent. Middleweight, and we're moving. Joe Daddy moved into a house, so we're moving. I remember this like it was yesterday. So we're moving. I was reversing this trailer, and this weird number called me, and I'm like, "Hello," as I'm reversing. And you need complete concentration when you're doing that shit, right?
I do.
So I'm fucking going, and he's like, "Hey, Kendall, this is so and so with TUF. I'm calling in behalf of Andrea, but you're the 16th cast member." And I was like, "Okay, cool, yeah. Let me call you back." And then I hung up on him. I finished reversing, and I was like, wait, what the fuck? And it kind of hit me, and I called him back. I'm like, bro, I'm so sorry. Like, fuck, I was reversing a trailer. And he's like, wait, did I hear that right? Wait, I thought I was an alternate. He's like, yeah, the guy that was supposed to be on, like, he failed his drug test or he did something. He didn't pass the medicals.
Thank goodness.
And you're on. And I'm like, fuck yeah. And then
find his name.
3 weeks later, I was sequestered.
Yeah. Find that guy's name and send him a fucking gift basket or something. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
You end up winning the show, man. I mean, you got tight with
Solomon. Team Dagger.
Team Dagger. Because there's always hijinks in the house, and you guys were on two different teams, but you were making an alliance. Solomon.
Not really alliance. It was just an agreement. Like we kind of clicked. You've been on the show, like but you were on with other veterans that you respected and you knew.
Exactly.
So we were on with strangers. So I was like, you know my personality, Matt. I'm cool. I'm cool with everybody until you fuck with me, and then I don't pay attention. But Solomon was just real cool, and then he was like 10 years older than me, so he was like an uncle, or like 7 years older than me, but I just liked his like sense of humor and his personality, and then right away we came up with that Team Dagger shit.
Yeah,
and it just stuck, and now forever. Like I still walk through airports and I hear Dagger, Team Dagger, and I turn around and I just give him that, and
now
it makes my day, bro.
Oh, that's fucking awesome, dude. That's how you.
I still talk to him. He lives out of Racine, Wisconsin.
You ever meet up with him since the show?
Yeah, I flew him out to Hawaii. He lived with me for like a few months in Hawaii. Yeah,
a few months.
He's an adopted son to Maui, bro. All the boys love him over here.
Oh man, that's
all my friends, bro. They always ask, when you coming back? I just talked to him like 2 months ago. He's gonna try plan a trip with his kids to come out here.
They treat foreigners good over there on your beach. Like if me and my producer Christian show up with paddle boards, are you guys gonna be like, yo, Howleys, get out of here?
Listen. No, listen, if you come and you get respect, you get treated good. Like anywhere else. Like if I come to New York and I disrespect, I'm gonna get shot. I'm gonna get fucked up. Right? But if I come with respect, like anywhere else, no one's gonna give a shit. A lot of people here, a lot of tourists think they're entitled because they spent 15 grand on their vacation. They think they can get away with certain shit because they paid all that money to come here when all they did was, you came to someone else's house.
The Karens and the Kevins or whoever you call it.
Yeah.
Man, you get out of here with your whack surfboard.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that.
Shut the fuck up. Enjoy the beach. Go go eat good.
Hey, you were also tight with Tito Ortiz on that show.
Tito treated me real well. Made me a part of Team Punishment. He was one of my first big sponsors, giving me a monthly share with Team Punishment. So, and another thing with him is he used to let me use his Big Bear house, that big house, that old De La Hoya house.
That's
so there's a few camps he let me. I had a camp, he didn't. He gave me the keys, and I got to use it. Take my guys up there.
I like hearing stories like this. I never really we never really got along too well. I mean,
I'm me, dude. I'm cool. I helped him a lot. I was when he was fighting Forrest Griffin the first time. There's a lot of people that came up to camp. And towards the ending of camp, the last 3 weeks, 2-3 weeks of camp, I was the only one sparring with him.
Yeah.
It was just me, him, Saul Solis. Dean Lister would come up once in a while and roll, but he had his gym in San Diego.
Yeah.
But I was up there. I was prime right off the Ultimate Fighter. And I was like, fuck yeah, you giving me a monthly check? I'll be up there. Fuck yeah, give me free shit. Yeah. Well, I don't have to pay for food. I don't have to pay for food. And all you want me to do is train. And what? You're giving me clout too. You're pushing me. You're building me. You're putting me on the same cards as you. So I was like, fuck yeah.
I like to hear that because I don't hear that side of Tito. You know?
Yeah, no, I had great camps, bro. I was with Tito. Before Tito, I was with Randy Couture. I was there when he first opened Extreme Coutures in '07. Part of that first team when it was me. It was me. Well, I should say it was Randy, Forrest Griffin, Tyson Griffin, Sean Tompkins was there. God rest his soul.
Oh, yeah.
Sam Stout was there. That's when he had that big influence.
Oh, my God. Same
Eric
style.
Kelly, Tyson Griffin, Martin Campman, Mike Pyle.
Do you remember Sam Stout's trainer that passed?
Yeah, Sean Tompkins.
Yes. Oh, I wanted you to bring him up.
That's
What a nice
that's
guy.
my guy, bro. Me and Sean, like I got close with Sean. Like he always gave me respect. Like he always, even though I was like low on the totem pole of the pros in that room, bro, he always put me first, kind of. You know, he would always catch me on the pads. He would always give me advice.
For a young guy,
I was real cool with Sam Stout, Mark Hominick, Chris Hordeski.
He was the leader.
All those guys, and
he was the leader of them. He was their coach.
He was the leader, man. Sean Tompkins. He was the coach, man.
Yeah, a young guy.
Those guys would have ran through a brick wall, flaming brick wall for that guy.
He was a very good leader for a young,
very good coach.
How old was he when he passed?
For mindset too, like if you fought under him, you weren't a bitch. There was zero bitch in you.
Was he 40 when he passed or younger? How old was he?
I think he was like 40, 41, maybe even 39.
So young.
He was young.
He was young, man. Definitely younger than we are now. That's a shame. It's sad now, like, you know, when you get older, you see more and more people going.
Oh man, I have and another person I got super close with early, and I helped train was Kevin Randleman.
Oh,
Kevin Randleman and Mark Coleman used to come and what was under Mark Lehman. So I got to know all these guys through Mark and Extreme Coutures. But Mark, with Mark Coleman and Kevin Randleman, like Kevin took me under his wing for a second, and
Kevin,
I'm forever grateful, man. He taught me some of the coolest shit.
And for a big monster
in wrestling, and a lot of the things that these people taught me is more mindset shit.
Yeah,
like experiences that they've been through and how they got through it.
That's a great way of getting experience without talking to somebody that's been there. And Kevin Randleman,
bro.
UFC 31.
I got a good Kevin Randleman story for you. So I'm training with Lehman. I don't know if you've been to Cobra Kai in Vegas. You and Lehman didn't see eye to eye. I know. But so he had a small octagon, like a real fucking small octagon in the side room, and Kevin was training for Crow Cop at the time. So I was sparring with Kevin, and so we was moving around. And so I was young in the game. I wasn't on the Ultimate Fighter yet. I think this is like a year before the Ultimate Fighter. So I was trying to make my bones, like fucking telling like great guys, legends, just go. You can go, fucking like I can handle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're wrestling around, and just so happened Kevin shoots. I kind of like, we're against the cage. I dig my underhook, and I kind of turn and I give him my back, and then I kind of feel him relax. And I was like, nah, Kevin, go. Then he completely stops. He looks at me and he's like, Kendall, if I go, you'd be dead.
Dude.
And then he just goes again, and he just takes me down gently, and he just starts to smash me. But bro, the guy had so much power.
He suplexed Fedor on his head.
Bro, yeah.
Yeah. He suplexed Fedor.
Yeah, and then like two months later, he knocked out Crow Cop.
Oh, he's powerful, man. He's explosive. He looked like a black He-Man figure. Like he was like a...
Yeah. He was such an athlete, and he could jump like 10 feet.
No, he was an athletic freak. He fought Chuck Liddell on my UFC debut on UFC 31 back in the day. He fought on that card. Yeah, he was an absolute monster. Another warrior that passed was Evan Tanner, and it's
that
almost,
one.
You had I mean, listen, he was a great first of all, he's a great human being, great man, very, unique in a sense where he's, even the way he passed away out in the desert, camping by himself and lost his way is horrible. But you had a fantastic fight with him where you were, that's one of those where you were just, you might have been did you feel that's when you were at your ultimate best?
Yes and no. Yes and no. In my UFC, yes.
That was a great fight,
in
man.
that aspect. I was training hard. I was with BJ. I was with the Marinoviches at the time. That's when BJ was. See, I was part of a lot of great camps. I was just that fly on the wall, just trying to absorb, be a sponge. I was a student to the game, so I ended up. At that time, I was becoming a father, so I moved back to Hawaii. And while I was in Hawaii, I hit up BJ and I was like, hey, can I jump in? Can I do my camps out in Hilo? So I hit up JD Penn, and then we started doing that. And so at that time, I was training out there, and I had BJ's mind to pick, Rudy Valentino, Marv and Gary Marinovich, which was a funny story because my first month in camp with them, they always called me JV because I did my shit like with horrible technique. And then not until the end, they were like, Gary Marinovich was like, varsity level, Kendall, varsity level. Oh, man. Oh, I used to cuss at these guys in my head, just be like, yeah, right, you motherfucker. I'd sleep you so hard, JV. But in my, but looking back at it, it made me the coaches know how to coach. Coaches know how to bring out the best in you. And sure enough, they brought out the best in me, and it showed in that fight. I didn't get tired. I didn't stop in bad positions, and I constantly went first. And I always won the scramble. So but it just sucks because Evan was a legend.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed watching him prior to that, and it just sucks that 2-3 months after we fought, he passed away.
I remember that. I remember being like, whoa, man. He
Yeah.
was such almost like a hippie, like when you talk to him, like he was very soft-spoken and just very nice.
He lived to the beat of his own drum.
Oh, that's for sure. And he went out that way too, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So, how does it feel that you were an alternate on The Ultimate Fight and you end up winning the thing? And it's great, the finale, when you had to fight Ed Herman, because, listen, if it's a movie, he's the bad guy, you're the good guy. And he plays that role where he is he's just a tough, no-nonsense, feels like he gets off his horse at the saloon and kicks open, he's that guy. He's a tough guy.
Yeah.
So I remember everybody was so happy for you. Even if they didn't know you, they were pulling for you.
Yeah, the one thing going into the finale with Ed, I had a great coach, and I did that finale, that whole finale. I did most of it in Vegas, but then Tito was also getting ready for was he? No. I went up to Big Bear. I did my camp in Big Bear for Ed Herman. With Tito. I think Tito was getting ready, the beginning of his Forrest Griffin camp. So we did that. Yeah. No, that wasn't the finale yet. No, but anyways, sorry.
Yeah, that's all right, man.
I was up at Big Bear doing that for that camp. So, and Tito did his homework, and he's like, bro, the kid's gonna gas. You're gonna outwork him, and you just gotta. Same like how you did with Caleb, go first. And I remember there's one thing Tito told me in between rounds. He's like, be a shark, Kendall. A shark never stops moving unless it's dead. A shark will move even when it's sleeping. So be a shark. Just keep on moving, Kendall. And this kid won't fuck with you. And then I just kept that in mind, and I just kept on moving. And that's how I fought most of my career, is just go first, keep on moving. If I'm moving, you're either defending or trying to adjust from what you're trying to attack me.
It means they have to
if
move
I don't
also.
start defending, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I don't know. That's just my theory.
No, but that's a great theory, man, because when you're moving, that means they have to move. So if you know you put the work in your camp and you have to make them work just as hard as you, they're going to burn out fast first. So that's the great philosophy, man. The endurance. I mean,
I still use that to this day. That I coach. That I tell my students that. I even name drop. I tell everything I've learned from somebody. I always give the origin of where I got it from and how it's helped me. That's why I always say I think I'm gonna be a better coach than I was a fighter, even though I was a good fighter. But I love coaching. I love coaching kids.
Yeah, I want to get into.
I enjoy coaching kids, and then my own kids. So
when you, me too.
Plus, I made 6 of them. So
yeah, I know you. You have me beat. Don't let my wife hear that, man. And when I stopped at 3, she's like, I wanted a big family. I go, we're a family of 5 in fucking New York. This is crazy. They're all healthy and everything. So I'm like, let's just, we're good. I'm having a great time. Listen, so your UFC career, so many battles, so many fun times. Then when you left there, you went over to Bellator a little bit.
Yeah, I kind of freelanced. I went to KSW twice. They kind of fucked me over there, but they gave me a good home. But they set me up with not fuck me. They offered me one of their main guys, Mohamed Kader. I'm butchering his name, but Mohamed. He was on every magazine, Men's Health. He was in the middle of the ring when I fought him, but I ended up fighting him good. It was a week's notice, and I took him to the second. I checked a lot of his kicks, breaking his foot, and then not until the second round, he took me down and he fell back for a straight ankle lock and popped my knee. So I thought I blew my knee that one. Thank God for Melvin Manhoff. Thank you, buddy.
What did he do?
He had Premier flying on this Dutch Airlines. And I was in the airport crying the next morning because I thought my knee was gone.
Dude.
And then he was like, "You good, Ken?" I was like, "Fuck no, I ain't good." He's like, "Bro, come with me. I got Premier. I'll get you wheelchair access." So we went to the front. He got me wheelchair access all the way back to America.
Dude. Oh, good. Hey, thank you. Who's that? Manhoff? Who's
Melvin Manhoff.
Oh, dude. You know why?
Name drop.
He's used to doing that for his opponents after he kicks their legs off. He's getting them the
no shit.
That guy
I ended up taking his place. He was supposed to fight. He got injured, and then I fought. And then they brought me back to fight their champ, which I thought was weird. I was like, bro, I lost, and you're giving me a shot at their champ. But fuck it. Who cares? Let's go. And then I thought I beat him. I really thought I beat him. I broke his nose, his orbital. He was bleeding out of his ears. It was the bloodiest fight in KSW history. And my contract said 3 rounds. And then after the 3rd round, he's on his knees, blood coming out of his face. I'm looking like myself, nothing, no bruises. I'm on the ropes like I won the world champ. Then right there, I feel this fucking little referee tugging on my shirt, like, one more round. And I'm like, wait, one more round? Like, no. I turned to my corner. I was like, hey, we're only 3 rounds. And then next thing I know, he's looking at me. I see Miha Matela looking at me, my opponent. And then right there, he's like, go. And then I was like, fuck it. But my adrenaline dumped, and he took me down, and I lost because he held me down. And then that left a sour taste in my mouth. And I was supposed to fight again, but then I signed with Bellator, and then they hated me for 10 years. And then after I was doing my thing, they surprised me as like, oh, you want to fight Miha Matela 10-year anniversary? I'm like, fuck it, let's go. So I fought in Poland in 2020, lost, but I got to go fight. Scrap was a good fight. I was winning that fight till I got caught.
Kendall,
in the second round.
Kendall, I want to know why you said they hated you for 10 years. Is that what you said?
Yeah, well, because I signed with Bellator.
Oh, I thought you meant Bellator.
They wanted me to, because when I signed with Bellator, I couldn't fight for KSW anymore.
I got you. Okay, all right, now I got that. All right. So
even though I could, because the KSW's contracts was open at that time.
Yeah.
But they didn't want me to because I had a great fight with their champ, and they wanted to do a rematch. But I had such a sour taste in my mouth because I was like, fuck this. And then Bellator came at me. I didn't know at the time they're setting me up my first fight in Bellator. And I ended up fighting, getting the win, and had a decent career at Bellator. I had a 50-50 career in Bellator.
Let me ask you.
I fought some good fights, but
Yeah. Let me ask
yeah.
you, Kendall, let me ask you, because I've only been involved, I was in lower level, and then I pretty much had all my main fights in the UFC. I had to fucking learn on the job and everything. I didn't deal with too many other promotions. How do you like being with, I mean, I know how the UFC is. I'm still with them. I do Unfiltered with them still. I love it. But how do you feel the promotion was with everything leading up to the fight, how they treat you with the UFC compared to Bellator and any other promotion? I want to know personally.
Bro, I love UFC treated me well in the era, because I was only in the era of the Fertitas and Dana.
They are. That's
so like there's like listen, no one knows this, but when I lost to Patrick Cote,
okay.
I lost to Patrick Cote, right? We was banging, and this is I just darsed Alan Belchard.
Yeah,
I was coming 3-0, 3-0. I beat Ed Herman. I beat Chris Price. I beat Alan Belchard after calling out Alan Belchard, and then they gave me Patrick Cote in Vegas, so I did that, and I lost.
Yeah.
Okay, and then fucking. But I took that fight for granted. That's about the time where that lifestyle is kind of catching up.
Gotcha.
Where, not catching. I just had bad influences in my life.
Yeah.
Pulling me in different directions. You know what I mean? Instead of like buckling down, stay home, do this. I was the guy to get them in free to the club. Yeah. I was the guy to get the free shit. You know what I mean? At the time,
100%.
So I had a lot of influences at the time that was big influences in my fighting that was also pulling me in that direction.
Yeah.
You know, so and again, it is nobody's fault but mine, because I made the decision.
It's experience, man. That's how you learn.
Yeah. Again, like I said, that's why I'm gonna be a better coach and a trainer to these fighters, up and coming fighters, and these kids, because of my fuck ups and my trials and tribulations through life. I gotta see it that way. If not,
I agree.
Well, I don't know why the fuck I'm here then.
Nah, man, they learn from all mistakes, man. I'm with you 100%. Like a lot of times when I'm teaching, some of the best lessons I'll teach is when it's a fight I lost. I'm like, all right, look, this when I had 0 in the tank, this saved my arm from getting broken by Carol Parisian. You know what I mean? Like when I'm on the worst end of things. So yeah, the hard times. Yeah. It's important that they learn from it. Master Henzo I used to learn from whatever mistakes he would make, and he would share that with me, and I passed that on to my students and friends.
Yeah, Henzo's the man. I love Henzo.
Everybody loves Henzo.
Henzo's the man. Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you.
He shows me love on Instagram. I love him. No, but going back to Cote, and the UFC, after losing to Cote, after going through that run, UFC sends me a check for like $7,500. They didn't have to. No. They just did.
That's nice.
Same thing and then I lost to Jorge Rivera, and then Lorenzo gave me 10.
Dude,
and that was 2 in a row.
That's nice.
They didn't have to do that. No one knows that. No, you get what I'm saying? So I have I only have good things to say. Burt Watson, I was there in the era of Burt Watson, and I loved it with him. Like, he always took care of the fighters. I have nothing bad to say about the UFC or my time there. I wish I would have had, I could have gone more than a 2-fight lose streak, maybe get one more. But at the end of the day, that's the story that's written in my book, and made me the fighter who I am in the future, and it burned a fire in me to where I had a good second half of my career, which was on the backside, which was Bellator, KSW, and everywhere else.
Well, everywhere
which
else.
That was cool, because I got to experience other promotions, which fighting for smaller promotions, yet you got to understand, UFC is like the Waldorf Astoria.
Yeah, I got you.
The Plaza Hotel. Like, those are the hotels you're staying at. And then when you go to these low level, Best Western by the airport.
Yeah. It doesn't feel it's not as glamorous.
But the promoters treat you well. They treat you like the star that they should treat you. You come from the UFC. You're royalty from the UFC. You're royalty from the Ultimate Fighter. I'll give you 2 rooms. I'll give you 2 airline tickets. So they treat you well.
They do what they can.
So
their budget.
I would say all about. Yeah, every promotion that I fought in afterwards, even bare knuckle, they treated me well. I wish I would have had a couple more with them, but that's what it is.
Well, that's what I wanted to bring up to you, because when you got done with MMA, and you're not the only one, guys are like, oh, look at this. I could take a punch. I could give a punch. Who needs gloves? So bare knuckle, tell me.
Yeah, bare knuckle was fun. I loved it. Even I'm like, fuck. It sucks when you lose. You know that. Yeah. If you fight long enough, you come across it. But I enjoyed those experiences. I enjoyed being a pioneer of it. Fighting in the third show, I think the 3rd, 4th, and 7th show. I'm embarrassed with the one with Hector Lombard, because I didn't even throw a fucking punch. He just overwhelmed me. But
it happens, man.
That's the G that he is.
He's a G.
Yeah,
yeah, and you're a G also, bro.
But
for
it was
doing
fun.
That thing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Not everybody, like shit, especially with my reach, dude. My forehead would be cut up like a motherfucker. Like, I'm looking at that thing.
Lights Out Lytle was doing it for a while. He's a commentator too now.
Chris Lytle loves it, and he's fully involved in it, and it's what he's doing now, like full time. I love Chris Lytle. He gave me this scar. This is his head. I got 50 stitches when we clashed heads when we were fighting. I fought him twice. Yeah. Me and Chris spent 30 minutes in the cage together. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, I love Chris.
Bonded for life.
Oh, what a great guy.
No, yeah, I used to enjoy going to shows just to talk with him. I would talk with him for fucking hours, just picking his brain and just talking stories.
I had him on here. He's a great man. I'm happy he's doing well. I'm happy to see everybody doing well, including yourself. Let's talk about you now, man. Because dude, when I see you, I feel like it's like me, but a tall Hawaiian, where I'm around you're like always around your family, always with your girls and your boy. How's your boy doing? Is he still doing ball or no?
No, he's actually at Sac State. He's doing that Combat U at Uriah Faber. He got a full ride scholarship through Sac State. So this month he's representing wrestling and doing combat grappling.
Is he looking
for Sacramento State?
So is he looking to do anything?
College?
Is he looking to do anything? Yeah.
He's going to school for construction management, and that's his major. But he's gonna try. But he's got to train for a year and a half with them first. But then he's doing all the things that he needs to do. He has a good coach. He's with Joseph, the guy who just won the Ultimate Fighter season 33. Yeah. That's his coach for the college. And then Uriah obviously took him under his wing and getting good training with them in the pro class out there at Team Alpha Male. And so he's doing that. He's competing this month for the college, representing. So I'm excited for him on that.
And he's a strong boy. He's a strong boy. How old is he now?
He's 20. He just turned 20.
Man, I can't even believe. I see on your. I feel like I kind of know them because from the Instagram. But he's a strong kid, though. He's a strong kid. Yeah. I've seen him.
He is. I see the last couple of times he sparred before he left. I got my ass handed to me.
That's so great.
He's picking it up fast, and just different power. 20-year-old power to 43-year-old power is different.
Hey man, isn't it great though seeing your kid? My daughter's.
I love it.
They're taking it. I
love it.
I see your
proud.
Wrestling.
I couldn't be any prouder of all my kids. Listen, my son is doing that. I'm stoked. My wife did awesome. Me and my wife did awesome, but more my wife. Good values, how she was raised. That's how we're raising our kids. Exactly how she was. Very family oriented. But I think that's a big deal of success after high school. Because the kid wants to make us proud. Wants to succeed in life. Because we told him through their whole lives. You know, be successful, be something positive, do good. You know, and now they're doing it. And my daughter, who's a senior this year, already got a few offers from California schools to go to college for wrestling.
Come on, man.
Her freshman year, runner up, sophomore year, runner up, junior year, state champ, and this is her senior year. So at 135. So she's doing that. And then my freshman daughter, who last year Triple Crown Western States, runner up at women's nationals out of the whole country, runner up.
I mean,
as an 8th grader.
This has to
at 14U as a smashing freshmen. You know, and then I got my twin daughter girls. They're all into jiu-jitsu and wrestling. They kind of do both. And I got my youngest son. He's 10, and he's into jiu-jitsu. He just came in first place in Jiu-Jitsu Con.
Oh, I mean, doesn't it feel? Listen, Kendall. First of all,
it's great. I'm the richest man in the world.
100%.
I'm broke as fuck, but I'm the richest man in the world.
I mean, now listen. Are you teaching jiu-jitsu now? You coaching them? And
yeah. I teach. I got my own school on Maui. I teach.
It's your own school?
I've been open for almost 6 years. My gym has been the #1 gym, competition-wise, Maui competition-wise, for the last 4.
You know,
our kids program kills. Our kids program is the reason why, because we got like a shitload of kids.
That's so great. That's so fantastic.
But it's cool because they're all doing my style of grappling.
Yes.
You know, we run cults.
Yeah.
We run jiu-jitsu cults, and we're the leader. So they all listen to the leader, right? So your students is the reflection of you with their own fingerprint, but their base is your style. So my style is pressure pass, because I'm with Lovato too now.
Yeah, I love Lovato.
Lovato's always been an influence with me. I met Lovato back when Mark Lehman was he was getting ready for Huron Gracie back in 03. So Rafael came out and lived with us in Vegas, and this is when I was living with Lehman. So I got to cook, and I was the cook at the time in that house because I had no money. I had no job. And Lehman was like, bro, if I buy the food, you got to cook every night. I'm like, deal. So I cooked every night. And Lovato was living with us for 2 months. And all he ate was either steak, but most of the time chicken, brown rice, and mixed vegetables. So that was on the menu every night.
Hey, man, dude, it sounds like dude, your whole ride has been something else. You know what I mean?
Oh, no. Man, I live my life. I kind of live my life like if they wrote a book about my life, and you wrote down everything in that book of like your life story, would it be a New York Times bestseller? I'm like, I think my life would.
Hey, you should think about doing that. And if you just did a podcast, we'd be living the same life. You realize that we teach we teach at our school.
Crazy.
We spend time with our family.
If I wrote a book about my life, I would be single with 6 kids. My wife would divorce me, just knowing all the shit that I did.
Hey, dude, listen to me. You're a great man. I'm so happy for you, dude. I love seeing guys that made it through this crazy business we were in and come through not only all right, but living their best life. And Kendall Grove, you're living the fucking life. You're living a great life right now. Look at your children.
At my backyard. I get plants growing. I get a tomato tree right there. I get an avocado tree. I get banana trees. I eat off of that tomato. I eat all the bananas.
People save up. They save up year long to go to Hawaii, and you're over there living the dream.
I'm just living the dream.
Family, and you're
paying $6 for a gallon milk. $10 for a fucking dozen eggs. Living the dream, man.
Look at how great you did as a fighter, and more importantly, as a father, bro. That's what I look. I look at that. I look at that. I look at your kids. I see a bunch of kids. I see a bunch of daughters that are not going to have daddy issues. I see your young man, your son becoming a man. Dude, you did great, Kendall. I mean, really. The money comes, money goes. Fuck, man.
Listen, I'll be lying if I said, bro, looking up to guys like you. No, I'm not just trying to get on your ass right now. But like guys like you, positive people that always involved in your kid's life, always family man, always putting time away. Even Bisbee, I've been in his camps.
Yeah.
He kind of helped revive my career by when I got fired from the UFC. He kind of brought me in, helping him train for his fights and paying me to train with him. And that kind of helped motivate me to get back into it. And then I got into the Bellator. I think because he hit up not Chris Lytle, but Zach Light. You remember Zach Light?
I remember him.
Zach Light was the matchmaker at the time. Yeah. And that's when Zach tried to set me up with fighting Joe Vitapol, and that was his boy out of Iowa, because I was supposed to fight.
Well, I hope he got his situation taken care of.
I was supposed to fight somebody, and they switched it last minute.
Zach Light.
And then I ended up going to Alliance to train with Eric Del Furio, and that's where Joe Vitapol was training. And they were like, "Oh, he was training for you for the whole 6 weeks." And I was like, "Wait, what? I only knew I was fighting for a week."
Thank you, Zach Light.
Yeah.
Hey, Zach Light. Like, what? Dude, he had those bad bitch tits. I remember. Remember that?
Yeah.
Did he ever get that taken care of? That was like the first time I
don't look at it. I don't tell him to take off his shirt. I never trained with him, so it's like, I'm not going to be like, hey, rip off his shirt, Zach.
I haven't been to a bathhouse with him lately. Hey, shit, Kendall, man. Dude, listen, this was a fucking blast, bro. This was a blast. What can we promote? Let me promote your school in case I'm ever in Maui.
Oh, yeah, I have a school, I&I MMA Academy out on Maui. I'm not on Google. I'm not on anything. I'm low-key. I'm one of those guys.
Instagram?
I'm more word of mouth. But if you do come on vacation, I get a lot of guys come on vacation that follow me on Instagram, that come to the gym. They follow my gym on Instagram, I&I MMA Academy.
That's it.
/Y-Side Jiu-Jitsu. But follow me on Instagram.
Your Instagram
Spider
is
MMA BJJ.
The Spider. D-A?
Yeah, DASPYDER MMA BJJ. Follow me, and then you can get all my information on that. I'd like to thank. Can I thank a couple of sponsors?
Yes, dude. Anything, please.
Even though I haven't been fighting.
Do it.
Half-Face Blades, Beto, you the man. Thank you. Mitch Aguilar from Massive Supplements. Two Frogmen, 2 Navy SEALs that's been sponsoring me for like over 10 years now. And they continue to sponsor me and help me out with supplements. And just when I got fighters fighting, Half-Face Blades will kick in some stuff for the flights and all that stuff. But big thank you to those guys. Moya, Gee. Thank you for always sponsoring me from day one. Doc Costa here on Maui, Costa Service Rentals. He always helps out with everything with the gym. He very community oriented.
You have a lot of friends, man.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's because you're such a good dude.
Those are the guys who help, and especially my wife. If it wasn't for my wife, my life would fucking probably suck right now, and my gym would be in shambles. She makes it run the way it runs. Weed out the bad students, the bad parents, the bad people.
Atmosphere is everything, bro. Atmosphere is everything.
If we're gonna end, I'll end it with this. My gym is my gallon of water. I either gonna let drops of alkaline water in, but I gotta stop the oil, because one drop of oil will ruin that gallon. Same like in gym. One bad person influencing other people can corrupt the whole gym,
like a cancer,
and ruin your whole gym.
Get them right.
So you gotta fucking keep those oily squirrels out.
Yes, I'm with you, man. That's my island of misfit toys, just like this podcast. Hey. Hey, man, I hope to see you. I hope to see you soon, man. I really do.
Yeah, come to Maui. Bring your family to Maui.
If I'm ever in Maui, I'm definitely hitting you up. And if you ever visit New York, please, if you know you're going to visit New York, I'll hook you up with a seminar. So you let me know.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No, I'll probably come out there. I got my friend, Chris Lyons. We call him Ninja. But he's out of New Jersey.
It's not too far.
I'm pretty sure New Jersey.
So when you get with your ninja, you come by
Long Island.
He's in Long Island? No, I'm in fucking Long Island.
No. He's a Marcelo Garcia black belt.
Well, then, I
Chris
know
Line.
Marcella, that could be anywhere, but listen. We're not tracking him down right now.
I'm pretty sure. But I'll let you know when I'm coming out. I should be coming out next year sometime.
Give me like a month or so notice, and I'll hook you up with a seminar, bro. I'll do.
I will. I'll hit you up.
Hey, thank you, man. Thanks for hanging out.
Thank you, man.
The great Kendall Grove.
We gotta talk shit. We gotta talk shit more often.
If you find that picture of us, I'm gonna look for it with me and you, where we're both flexing.
I got it.
Send it to me.
I got it. I'll send it to you.
I'm putting this in the episode. You know?
I'll send it to you.
Dude, thank you so much, Warrior. All my best, dude.
All right,
I'm
brother.
happy for you.
Thanks for it.
Take care, Kendall.
You're the man.
You're the man. The great Kendall Grove. I'll tell you, man. That was so much fun. He could talk as much as me. We were just like, you know, but I was fine. Hey, listen, great guy. There's a reason why.
He's been in some wars, that guy.
There's a reason why, though. Like, that's a guy that was like, I was over at this camp, that camp. Sometimes that's looked down upon, but he's such a guy that's just like a nice, good dude. That's how he is. I can't see him. He knows I had problems with Mark Lehman in the past, but he was just like, nah, I know, but he's not a drama guy. He's a guy that loves his family. He teaches jujitsu. Like I said, we're living a very similar life, me and him. But so much fun, gang. We'll be back next week. Is it VR? Is it an interview? Is it a movie reaction? What? You don't know.
I don't know either. I find out the day before.
We're all, like usual, we'll find out a half an hour before. Everybody stay humble yet dangerous. Bye-bye.